Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. I know we're doing the stream a little bit earlier than normal in the weekend, but I can't do Sunday this week. So hopefully it wasn't too much of an issue for you guys to be here on a Saturday. Norma, good to see you here. Tidbits, welcome. Kitty Dad, good to see you here as well. Unleash, Wolf, good to see you guys. Black Box, High Kick, how's it going, man? Good to have you here on the stream. Elegant, haven't seen you in a little while. Tech Eagle, haven't seen you in a little while either. Good to have you on the stream. In Twitch chat as well. First time chatting in Twitch. Voodoo, thank you for the 7-month tier 1 resub on Twitch. Much appreciated. Tidbits, thank you for the gifted membership to kick us off there. Appreciate that. Grove Singer, CB2. I think I saw Cecilia earlier. Space Monkey as well. My combined chat has escaped us now. It only goes back so far. I wish I could figure out a way to let me scroll back further, but that's what it does. So we're going to check out Pragmata. Little break from Subnautica this weekend. Kath Didi, good to see you here. Welcome. Nice music to start a new game. Yeah, I do really like the soundtrack of this game. So the idea here, I've finished the game. I had a review code. Thank you to Capcom for that. That was super cool. And it's a relatively short game. Amy, welcome to the stream. You could probably do it in a weekend if you kind of like dedicated most of your weekend to it. I finished in like 20 hours, but that was, you know, I'll talk as we keep going. I was doing a lot of backtracking. Like you could do it faster than 20 hours for sure. But I finished the game. When you finish the game, there's a couple things that you unlock. You unlock New Game Plus immediately. You also unlock a mode called like Unknown Signal, which sort of, I don't want to spoil it, but it kind of extends the game without having to restart, which is cool. Like it's another, I haven't finished that mode yet, but it's probably another at least 5 hours worth of content, if not more. And then you also unlock Lunatic mode, which I like the name of because it's lunar and the game takes place on the moon, which is like the highest difficulty. Now I'm going to have to change the title of the stream because I thought we could start a New Game Plus on Lunatic mode, but apparently you can't, which is a little bit weird. You know how like Forbidden West and other games, you get New Game Plus, you get to go to the highest difficulty on New Game Plus. I don't know if I were to complete a New Game Plus on Standard, if it would then let me start a New Game Plus on Lunatic. But Katie Dad, yeah. So Unknown Signal mode is sort of like it's like a free DLC that's already included with the game, which is kind of neat. It's a small DLC, but kind of, yeah. So I want to try Lunatic mode because to get the trophy, you do actually have to, I don't want to spoil this. Let's switch that back. You do have to complete the game on the highest difficulty on Lunatic mode. And so apparently, Imagineer, Sour Uranium, good to see you guys here. Apparently you have to start a brand new game that way. But what I think we're going to do first, because I want to kind of have this serve as a bit of like a live review in addition to just like playing the first few hours of the game. Hightower, welcome to the stream. Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. I'm going to load up a late game save, but I'm not going to show you guys a late game area first. So this will be like, let me think about this because I don't want Diana to say something that's a bit of a spoiler. So we may go, let me turn up the audio for you guys as well. Let me just go for like an early one of my saves, just to give you guys kind of a flavor of what the combat's like in like the earliest area. And then we'll start a fresh game on Lunatic mode.
Are you going to upgrade your gear?
So this is the shelter, which is kind of your base that you come back to all the time, where you do upgrades and things like that. So we're pretty early on here. I'll just do a quick upgrade for Diana's hacking. I'll actually do a couple of those. you get these upgrade components just through like exploration. Hightower, thank you for gifting 5 memberships on YouTube. Appreciate that. And then you've also got like a bunch of other upgrades to do. So right now it's not showing a lot of stuff, again, because we're early. But you have weapons you can upgrade. You have hacking things that you can upgrade. You can upgrade Diana's hacking. Obviously, we don't have anything open there to look at. And then there's attachments. There's also a whole nother tab that gets added to the printer to do upgrades with. So like we can upgrade our repair cartridges, which is our healing, essentially. Which we only have 1 of in the bottom left right now, but you get a lot more of them as you play. We have, it looks like we unlocked an outfit at this point. Okay, yeah. I think this was the pre-order bonus, possibly. And Diana gets some different outfits. I kind of like her default outfit more than that one, but there's a bunch more outfits to unlock as well.
Oh, there it is.
So let's head out. You can build out a loadout. We don't have a lot of stuff unlocked to do that because you'll have multiple weapons for each of the 4 categories that are like in your weapon wheel. So we can't really do much with building out a loadout right now. And we don't have any mods yet either, I guess. This is a pretty early save. So that's also part of building out a loadout, but I can't even open that tab right now. So we just have the very first sector, solar power plant, and we can just head over there. I'll go for the very first block in the sector. McRazzler looks good, but you'd like a little bit more of a horror element. Yeah, it's not like Requiem, you know, RE Resident Evil or anything like that. It's not really a horror game. Although some of the bots that you fight, the enemies are a little creepy. It's not really a horror game, but I've really enjoyed it. Like, I would honestly give this, I think my final like score for it would be a 9 out of 10. I think my only complaints with it are that sometimes the dialogue is like a little cheesy, and it's a nice like short, tight narrative experience, and the story's really good. But I think it would have been cool if it was a little bit longer. So this is just one of the basic enemies. And you basically aim like you're gonna shoot, but then that also allows you to hack with Diana. And you want to go for like these different nodes to open the enemy. That's kind of the basic idea with hacking, is you need to open them so they get turned blue like that. And then you can actually deal a decent amount of damage.
We did it.
If you don't hack them open, you can't really deal very much damage. There's a few weapons later on that allow you to, but for the most part, you can't do a whole lot unless you hack them open. Data point. And that resource I just picked up is called Lunafilament. It's basically like the main currency of the game. It's like a ore that they refine on the moon.
Walkers are pretty crazy.
Unleash.
From handling small stuff to knocking out big tasks, they got it covered.
There are no kids here, but if there were, they could probably handle them too. And with Edith managing the lot, they're always there when you need them.
Man, what should we do? It's just so much easier to let the walkers handle it.
Well, I mean, there's still plenty of work that only a human can do. Like thinking up new innovations or new business ventures to explore. But anyway, enough slacking. Time to get back to crunching those lab results.
I actually think maybe I'll load up one of my later saves and come back to this area just to show you guys, like, the mechanics get a lot deeper. As you play through the game, you unlock a lot of new weapons and mods and things you can do. So these are just like basic locks to get rid of these lasers. So we're on a timer here. If you see, it's behind my face cam actually, but there's a timer to complete these hacks. And until you get a few upgrades, it is a bit tight on the timing, but you can get some upgrades pretty early that make that not so bad. A little bit of a data point there. Geert, is it a bit of a gray filter on the image? Yeah, I noticed this as well. I think it's supposed to, it's just how it always is. And I think it's supposed to be because we're like on the moon in a moon base and it's maybe like lunar dust. I don't know. It's just the aesthetic they went for. I couldn't find a way to change that. I would also prefer a bit more like of a contrasty look as opposed to this, which makes it more like less contrast, right? A little bit more of a grayscale, but that's just the style they went for. Normal, what does the little girl do? Yeah, so the hacking, like the grid that comes up, let's find another enemy here. She's doing the hacking. And you'll see when we start from the beginning. So you see how the
Targeting something.
little beam is coming from her hand.
It's okay. We'll get another shot.
She's what's allowing us to do the matrix grid hacking that comes up.
Yeah. Look, you look.
Is that it?
So then there's a lot of areas like this where you'll have to backtrack into different zones. So this block in this sector has a collectible in here, but we can't get in this room because we don't have the ability to unblock this yet. So there is a little bit of like replayability there in the sense that you need to come back through sectors as you advance and get new mechanics unlocked. But let's grab one of my later saves so I can show you guys some of the like more advanced mechanics like overheating and stuff like that, because it gets a lot cooler. And I think if I go like maybe like this one here, she won't say anything. I just don't want Diana to say some bit of dialogue in passing that spoils something. Okay, yeah. So now I'll show you guys some stuff here.
What's that?
So you have like way more weapons that you unlock. There's even a few more that we don't have yet. The hacking, you unlock different colored nodes that end up in the hacking matrix, as well as different hacking modes. Yeah, Unleash. Diana is the android. Yep. She's not a real... She's like a very advanced robot, basically. So these... I'll show you as we go, but you get hacking nodes and hacking modes that affect what happens when you're hacking. There is an auto hack mechanic if you don't like actually having to manually go through the grid every time, the matrix every time. There is a way to auto hack, although it uses a resource, so you can't just do it every single time. But there's a bunch of abilities you unlock here, and then additional attachments like more healing cartridges, more abilities for Diana, stuff like that. So let's go back to the same spot. I can show you on this save too, like now we can actually choose our weapon loadout a little bit more. So as you discover new weapons and upgrade them, you can then add them to your loadout before you head out of the shelter each time, which is cool. And you can pick which nodes you want. These are the hacking nodes, these yellow things here. You'll see what happens with those as we get back into the area here. We'll go back to the exact same spot we were just at. Imagine the girl's an android. Yeah, she's like a super advanced robot, and there's a whole backstory to like why she was created and what her purpose was and all this stuff. It's a good story. It's a pretty good story, which obviously I don't want to spoil. All right, so we're back in the same area. Let's just get up to that same door again. So now you see we have these yellow hacking nodes in the grid. You always get the blue ones, but now you also get like the freeze one that I just got, which makes the bot frozen in place, which is neat. So they're basically immobilized, and the different nodes do all kinds of different stuff. So we're gonna get a few more enemies here. It's actually like when you watch it, it maybe doesn't look as fun to do this hacking, but it is pretty unique, and I actually find it really satisfying. So I'm gonna go for a heat node right here, this temperature gauge one. And you can see like this bot's like burning now. And there's a gauge under its health bar that's orange.
Now it's my turn.
And I'm probably gonna end up Let me see if I can get this. Okay, it overheated. So it goes down. It's basically a stun bar, the overheat mechanic. So when they overheat, then you can come up to them and you can do like a cool QTE finisher. Critical shot is what that's called. Does a lot of damage. It knocked this guy down as well. So that was a perfect dodge there. And you get like slow-mo when you get a perfect dodge, which is really cool. And sometimes the enemies, when you kill them, will drop hacking nodes. You can see in the bottom right, there's 3 little orange icons near the weapon wheel. So those are the nodes that I currently have. It's a limited resource. So if I pick this one up, this one confuses the bots so they attack each other. It's kind of like hacking machines, overriding machines in Forbidden West or Zero Dawn. But you can only hold 3 at a time, so you kind of have to make choices about which ones you want available to you. So I'll stick with the original 3 we had. Is the game as long as Astrobot or shorter or longer? That's a good question. I would say it's actually a little shorter than Astrobot. Depends how fast you play through each one of them. But I think most people would probably finish this faster than Astrobot. Let's get over here. So there's a fair amount of this sort of puzzling as well. So like these lasers, you can find the node to turn them off. So now they're just gone, which is nice. And then Diana has a ping. I've found most of the resources in this room, but you'll see when we come back here, once we start a fresh playthrough, like there's quite a few resources in this room actually. Trolls, good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. So, for example, if I hack this terminal, it lifts us up. And then before I got everything, there were like a bunch of resources up here. There's a bit over there that respawned some Luna filament. And Hugh can dash in the air, and then he has thrusters to levitate, which we ran out of charge there. Yeah, Paris, this is basically the demo room. But you can see you can actually kind of like accidentally block yourself, so now I can't get back over there very easily. You can always get back to places, but you sometimes have to take a little bit of a roundabout path. So I'm going to come down here, get this elevator up. This is very similar to the demo room. I think they maybe used an earlier version of this room for the demo room, or made a simpler version of this into the demo room or something like that. Is there fall damage? No. Good question. There's no fall damage.
Look out for its targeting sensor. Instant. Overdrive protocol activated. Yay!
Okay, so you see we got a purple node now. That's because it got below. From what I've seen, it's about 40% health. Once you have the critical shot ability, it's similar to overheat. If I get that purple node while I'm hacking, and then I complete the hack,
It's on now.
they instantly go down and you can do the finisher. Kitty Dad, yes, that's a good way to describe it. It is similar to God of War, where you're gonna have to come back once you have certain mechanics unlocked to 100%, and it actually lets you track that very easily. Well, we can't see it because we don't have all the other sectors open right now, but you get like a checklist of percentages for each sector you're in. So it's very easy to know if you've gotten everything or not. CB2, will I be making tips and tricks? Yes. My editor's finishing up the first video right now. Hopefully we can post it later today or maybe tomorrow. And then I might do like a builds video. There's actually quite a bit of variety with builds. Although it's a short game, so I have to see kind of how many videos I want to do for it. But so the whole idea with this room was to go unlock like 5 different locks that open this door essentially, so that you can go forward. Any standout weapon designs, Paris? I don't want to spoil some of them. I'll show you a few of them right now. We haven't used a few. There's one that's like kind of a cool melee weapon that like slams enemies as opposed to shooting them, but you don't unlock that until quite a bit later. And then I really like, there's like a decoy weapon, so you can put down a decoy of yourself to distract the enemies. And like upgrading this will increase how long it sticks around and things like that. And the radius that it affects. There's also like this charge, which is kind of like a sniper rifle. You can charge this up. Does a really high damage hit. The shockwave gun is basically a really strong shotgun for up close. The riot blaster knocks enemies down. Let me go find a few other enemies that we can kind of demo this on. Oh, I went on the wrong side. Hang on. We'll go back up here. Norma, is it open world? No. It's very linear. So you'll have all of these sectors that you work your way through. There's a few later on that are a little bit more open. But it's a very linear game. It's more like closer to, it's like definitely much more like God of War than it would be like Horizon. Or one of the open world AC games. Okay, so this was the elevator thing we put up earlier that I sort of got blocked on the other side of. So there's a few enemies down here. Let me show you the stasis net. Whoops. So the stasis net immobilizes enemies that are in the bubble. So that guy can't move right now. Shockwave is like a shotgun. Really high damage. And the riot blaster knocks enemies down. And also builds up a lot of heat, which is kind of interesting. So sometimes you have to do 2 or 3 shots to get them down, but you can knock them down. I like the number of like different control options you have. So you can also immobilize these little drone guys and then they can't shoot.
I owe you.
Let's try to overheat this guy. So one thing that's kind of neat is as long as you don't get hit, you can actually continue your hack that you started previously, and you can backtrack as well. So if I want to make sure I get this heat node, I can sort of redo that. And then I'm going to use the riot blaster to build up
You're going down.
more heat damage. We'll finish it off with just some regular shots.
Check.
So that we got the heat build up all the way, basically stunned it,
Take this.
blast it, critical shot. There's an area in Subnautica with new characters now. Like they just added some kind of update. And there's lots of little back areas to find as well. So like this one's pretty obvious because there's a hallway right here, but you head back here and there's like a couple enemies hiding, you know. And there was a chest back here, but I already got it. And then usually there's a way to turn off things like lasers so you can get back out more easily, like that terminal that I just hacked. Which message kitty dad? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, so we got some more enemies here. So the other thing to know is, so like we don't have any, we run out of weapon charges.
It's my turn.
So the top slot weapon has infinite ammo, it's just on a timed recharge. But the other weapons will run out. And you'll find more as you're going, so you kind of have to manage
Told me to follow my dreams and
the
never
left,
look
right,
back.
and bottom weapon
I took
slots.
their
You kind of
words
have to
heart.
manage like
Did
how
things
much you're
my
using
way.
them, basically.
Kind of made a mess for them, though. Even after all that, they never faulted me for
Oh,
being
stream
real.
elements. Thanks for doing
just like
Subnautica.
you.
Yeah, gotcha.
Good.
I forgot to switch it. Sorry.
Really?
Okay. I think that's a pretty good, like, kind of just taste for what it's like, gameplay-wise. Let's start up the Lunatic playthrough from scratch. So this will actually be the beginning of the story now. And I don't know how hard Lunatic Difficulty is, so we're going to see. But now you kind of have a sense for how difficult the normal difficulty is from what we just played. Would you like to skip the story up to the point where Hugh and Diane... No. We want to start from the beginning of the story. All right. Voss, you got here just in time? Yeah, you did get here just in time. Have you seen someone play it already? Black Box? Lunatic Difficulty?
I repeat, this is research vessel Eurotas. Identification number, Delta Lima Papa 129 Alpha. Over. This is research vessel Eurotas. Edis, do you copy? Over. Come on.
Still no response from the base AI? Guess the reports were right.
That's Hugh.
Okay.
Oh, I should put... sorry, I'll get subtitles on for you guys.
No auto landing. We're going in manually.
You got it. Just hold on to your lunch. Bring it in, Hugh.
Send control your way.
Roger. Switching to manual control.
Confirmed.
Yeah, I like the name of the difficulty.
Starting
Lunatic.
LSTV check. Lights.
Oh, lights on.
Landing struts.
Down and green.
Thrusters and brakes.
Operational.
We're clear for landing.
Yeah, so we're on the moon.
Oh, man. I can't believe they can just print something that big. Oh.
That's Luna filament for you. Its applications are practically endless. You can create almost anything as long as you have a blueprint.
It'd be nice if they could whip up someone to answer our call.
We flew all the way out here to clean up their mess. Least they could do is meet us in person.
Well then, let's get in there and scope it out. Corporate's waiting.
Yeah, sorry, I'll turn the subtitles on in a minute here. It won't let me get into the menu. It's kind of a needle to thread. Get this ship in this little port here.
Listen up. Batteries on, everyone. And don't forget to sink in. Comms check. We good?
Yep, no problems.
You'd be hitting the sides a lot,
Channels
Kitty.
online.
Okay. Let's move out.
We're not going to let you pilot the spaceship then. I think that'd be a little expensive to repair.
Hugh, everything all right?
I would hit the sides too.
Grav sinks aren't working. Watch your step.
Ken, come on.
Just give me a moment here.
Where's our welcome party? I can't believe I missed my daughter's birthday for this.
You got kids? Sounds rough.
Nah, I wouldn't trade it for a thing.
I can blame you if you break it, Kitty Dad. All right. Is the cat on board, though? Are the cats on board? I'm not sure who it was. It came through anonymously, but thank you for the $10 Ko-fi donation. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. 2 people don't even get faces. Yeah,
Welcome
well,
to the crater.
You'll
Initiating
see.
environmental optimization sequence. Please stand by.
Phoebe, good to see you here.
All right, let's do it. Just get in and get out.
Roger.
Come on, Hughes.
After you.
All right, let's get the subtitles on. Come on. There we go. Sorry, guys. I always forget the subtitles. Here we go. Subtitles. And we can make them really big. That should be good.
Man, these people sure love printing.
So the whole base, they have like super advanced 3D printing to build all the buildings and stuff.
Not gonna lie. Kinda digging the view from here, too.
This is your first time to the cradle, right?
Yo, Hugh! Check out that big rig. Can it really make anything?
You talking about that 3D printer? Sorry, not my thing. Hey, Nikki. Fill us in.
I see someone didn't do their homework.
I'll leave the studying to you, Ken. I'm going on ahead.
Suzanne,
Not
hopefully
just
I'm
any 3D
pronouncing your name
printer.
right. Welcome.
It's called a
See you
limb
here.
replicator. Now, what do you want to know?
Okay, so let's say you can print almost anything. I heard the stuff it makes breaks easy, so it seems crazy they're printing something that big.
You're right. Limb products tend to be on the delicate side, but it's just cheaper to rebuild something than to improve its quality.
Wait, you saying this place could just collapse at any second?
Come on, man. You know better than that. The terminal's up ahead. Time to test out your thrusters.
Test out the thrusters. So your gameplay mechanics at the very beginning are kind of limited. You got to progress a little bit to unlock things.
You can climb the cargo to get up here.
No stairs? Really?
Construction's still underway.
Your
Over here.
the amount of like thruster charge you have is also pretty limited at the start, but you can upgrade it quite a bit. But I was a little worried about that at first, because at first it was like, I don't have very much charge to be able to jump to different platforms and things. But you can upgrade it quite a bit.
What a mess.
Not exactly a popular hangout, is it?
Jake the Upskirt, good to see you here. Welcome. Sila Mohan, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but I'm glad the masterclass videos for Forbidden West were helpful. Glad to hear that.
What's this rubble doing here? We're gonna need some backup.
.3D print a bot. I think Hephaestus got to the moon.
Welcome to the cradle. Please state your request.
Clear us a path and then take us to the data center.
As you wish.
Creepy. I would not want this in real life, but I feel like we're getting scary close to it.
What went down here?
Rumor is we're going to be sending most of the people here back to Earth soon anyway. Just leave everything up to AI.
Yeah, and then they send us when the thing needs fixing.
It's like I always say. You can't trust a bot.
I don't know. Kinda like this one.
Kath Didi, that was you with the
Man,
donation.
they
Appreciate
come out
that. Thank
here
you.
and meet us?
Yeah, something's off.
Alpha didn't go and fire everyone, did they?
No, it's not
Wait.
HDR gear. That's
You
it's
okay,
just
lad?
how the game looks.
Seismic activity detected.
Yikes. Yeah, kind of like GLaDOS.
But our crew! Watch out! Captain!
Ouch. Dramatic fall. Yeah, yikes. He's kind of a security guy on Leash, yeah. They're basically a strike team that's investigating like a distress signal that was sent from the moon base.
Warning. Suit integrity compromised. First aid protocol is offline. Warning. Suit integrity compromised.
There she is.
First aid protocol is offline. Integrating lunar filament nanoweaves. Suit integrity stabilizing. Suit integrity restored.
Thanks,
Biomedical
Diana.
Diagnostics online. Administering cellular repair.
His heart rate's only 30. That's pretty low. There we go.
Awakening subject, Hugh Williams.
I think his suit must be pretty advanced to like keep him alive while he's really hurt. I forgot she does that. Whack him in the
There
face.
you are. All better.
You patched me up? Can't believe someone brought their kid out here.
Every parent can empathize with that move. Yeah, you'll see.
This is Edis, your autonomous base administrator. Unregistered guest identified. Walker, please remove him from the premises.
Oh boy. Edis.
Hey, watch out! There's something right here. Hell!
So you see, we do very little damage when they're not hacked.
Oh, come on. Damn it. Hey, get behind me. Move. Hey, you need to...
I think I can help. Bypassing first and second firewall, hooking control protocols. Analyzing, converting the interrupt matrix. Visualization complete. Initiating hack.
What the heck was that?
There's no time to shoot now.
Hey, what did you just do?
I hacked it.
I hacked it.
You're not human? Tell me what's going on here.
I'm D.I.
Forget it. This can wait. We got bigger problems.
Yeah, so one of the things that I think they did really well.
Captain? Are you okay?
Contact. Walker, remove our guest from the premises.
Captain? Captain! Damn it! Contact Earth? How am I supposed to do that?
Captain sounds like he's gone. Yeah, one of the things I think they did really, really well, and it gets better and better as you go, is they really made Diana like just so adorable, and she really acts like a real kid would, which is really it's just really endearing to kind of watch, and the whole relationship between them that kind of grows as the game goes on.
Suit integrity compromised. Maintenance required. For your safety, access is restricted. Please utilize the repair cartridge.
So it wants us to heal. Yeah, the hair physics are really pretty impressive.
Initiating unlock.
Don't have a lot of hope for that captain.
Aftershocks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much longer this place will last.
I see the tram. That could be our way out.
More of them? Are you hacking again?
So you do get like 25% headshot bonus.
No. Why would I?
So it closes up, so we have to hack it open again. And you actually deal damage when you execute the hacks, so you can start to build into that too if you want like more of a hacking focus build as opposed to a shooting focus build.
Can we take them out without hacking?
Why?
I'm not sure I can really count on them.
But can't get by with just your guns, right?
And so you can actually just, as long as you keep re-aiming,
There's another one.
you can just hack repeatedly.
Can't believe I'm getting carried by a little bot kid.
So we could like technically just take this bot out by continuing to hack it over and over again. But that's not very effective right now.
Okay, you better stay up there, and I'll get us to that tram. Yeah, those things.
Kitty Dad, so ammo, Kyle Smith, good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. So ammo on your primary weapon, which is the top slot one, the grip gun that we have right now, that reloads on a timer. But all the other weapon slots have limited shots, and then once you use them up, like you've burned up the weapon, and you have to pick up a new copy of it to keep going with that weapon. But it auto reloads for the top slot weapon. And it's infinite. Tidbits, thank you for another gifted membership. Appreciate it.
Got it.
Emergency mode activated. Rerouting destination to the shelter. Structural integrity of boarding dock below acceptable parameters. Sealing access tunnel.
Ceiling? How am I supposed to get back to my ship?
You're not, Hugh. Oh, Kyle, you got the gifted membership from Tidbits? Awesome. Hightower, did I miss it earlier? Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. And gifting 5. I think I got that earlier, didn't I?
What the hell happened here?
Some of the visuals in this game are really cool too, like that one. Sunil, good to have you here. Welcome to the stream.
Okay, your turn. Just, what are you?
I am DI-03367, a state-of-the-art Pragmata created here at the Cradle. I possess basic life-saving protocols.
Okay, that's enough. I don't need the user's manual. All right, next question. What the hell is going on here? And why are these things trying to kill us?
I don't know.
I don't know.
State of the art, huh? I can't believe they're all gone.
So Neil, yeah, I've finished the game already on normal difficulty.
I'm on my own now.
So now we're playing on Lunatic Difficulty.
Hey,
I am DI-03367, a state-of-the-art pragmatic...
hang on a second. Don't you have a
She's
name
just
or
like a
something?
kid.
I said I am DI-0...
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Yeah. From now on, you can be Diana. How's that fit?
Diana.
I'm Hugh. I don't do babysitting, but I'm gonna need your help, and,
Hugh. Diana.
Yeah.
Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana. Hugh. Diana.
Diana?
Diana.
She's so cute, isn't she?
Diana.
She likes the name. Dusky, good to see you here. Are you excited for Saros? I am.
One Pragmata and one adult male detected.
Romaniac, good to see you here.
Emergency shelter.
That is a very good point. Yes. If there's a user manual, use it. So Neil, yeah, it's very good. I would give this game a 9 out of 10.
Reactivating the filament repair portal.
Automatic repair.
At first on Discord I said like an 8 or an 8.5, but
0.
it just got better and better as I kept going.
Primary functions.
And the end is very good. I don't want to spoil anything, but
All right.
it's just a very good game. It's kind of short,
So we got some backup power here.
but I can't really knock it for being short. You know, I'd rather have a shorter, higher quality experience than a longer one that's just like bloated.
Let's see about getting patched through to Earth. Why isn't this working?
011001100001100.
She looks over at him.
So, relay channels are locked down. Got the comms tower.
Kyle, thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate that.
Look at this. The tram line leading to the solar power plant is still running. If we got the main power back up, we can ride the rail all the way to the tower. What do you think? It's not even that far. Hey. Diana. Diana?
Yeah? What?
See this spot? You think we can get here in one piece? I guess you would know that, would you?
Nope, but I have an idea.
Really?
Yeah, we'll go, and if you don't get hurt, that means it's safe. Let's go.
If you don't get hurt, that means it's safe. Kid logic. I mean, she's right. Romaniac, how short is short? So I finished my first playthrough in about 20 hours, but that was with a fair amount of like backtracking to sectors to go get like mods and other collectibles and stuff that you can't get to the first time you're there because you don't have certain mechanics unlocked. But you could, if you were just like focused on finishing the game, you could probably do it in 10 to 15 hours. But then once you get to the end, you unlock New Game Plus immediately. You also unlock a new mode called Lost Signal mode that sort of, I don't want to spoil it, but it sort of extends your original playthrough without having to restart. And you also unlock Lunatic Difficulty, which is, that's what we're doing now. And you have to beat the game on Lunatic Difficulty to get the Platinum if you're interested in the Platinum. But it's a fairly short game. Like, if you were focused on just completing it, like completing the story, and you wanted to like bang it out, you could do it in a weekend.
Well, let's try our best, Hugh.
Yo, I'm gonna need your support till I'm back home.
It's pretty fun talking like this. Let's talk a bunch while we have the chance.
Dusky, 3 hours of training this morning? That sounds brutal. I appreciate you dropping in, despite being wiped from that. Alright, obviously we have no upgrade stuff yet. So we kind of just have to go on the tram.
Okay then. Guess we should make for the power plant.
So this is literally where we just were when I was sort of demoing things. Paris, what kind of content are the lost signals? I don't want to spoil it. There's sort of like challenges.
Why is it so dark? Guess no one's home.
I think this whole sector's in emergency mode.
They're sort of like challenges.
Looks like
I guess
we have a power
that's not
switch
too much of
nearby.
a spoil.
Let's go.
It's locked. Of course, emergency mode. Not sure what I was expecting.
So this is the area we were in a minute ago.
Got it!
Backup generators online. To restore full functionality, please reboot the main power terminal on the top floor.
Stream Elements. Yeah, I know. Stream Elements keeps saying I'm playing Subnautica.
The top floor, huh?
Arena with locked loadouts
How many
confirmed.
floors are there anyway?
No, it's not quite like that.
I knew it. Now it's my turn.
It's all the aim is also pretty forgiving. Like I don't even have aim assist on. Where is it? Yeah, there is an aim assist setting that you can toggle on if you want. But even with a controller, and we're on the PS5 right now. Like it's totally fine. You don't really need a mouse to aim.
Why
It's not
did
that
they
precise.
attack us? Did you do something bad?
Just doing my job.
Every rookie on the team gets thrown off by their first lockdown drill. You're not alone. Just operate the terminals located in the inactive sectors to disengage the locks. Most problems sort themselves out once you're at the controls. Good luck.
Job. Does that count?
Oh yeah, I think it's on the other side. Zapped myself. Phoebe, is there haptic feedback for DualSense? Yes, there is. I believe even the PC version has that, actually. So Lunatic Difficulty is same as hard. Do you get to keep all resources from first playthrough on New Game Plus? Yes. You do, but we're not in New Game Plus right now, which it's a little bit weird. Like I was saying earlier, I thought you'd be able to start Lunatic Difficulty in New Game Plus, but you actually have to start Lunatic Difficulty from scratch, which is what we're doing right now.
Walkers are pretty crazy. From handling small stuff to
So
knocking out
we
big
listened to this
cats.
before.
They got it covered.
There are no kids
New weapon, Stasis Net.
here, but if there were,
This is the one that immobilizes enemies. So we listened to that earlier. I'll stop for the future ones, but we already listened to that one. So the blue nodes, Growsinger. Yeah. So the blue nodes right now on my first hack, they're called open nodes. And you can see that above the grid, above the hacking matrix, it says 66 damage right now. But if I get multiple, that means now the hack itself is going to deal 99 damage.
I run out of time.
Now I got hit, so it resets the hack. But
Hacking.
so you don't have to go through them.
Not bad.
I can just go for the green one. But see how quick the enemy closed again?
Here.
So you really do want to go through the blue open ones, at least one of them.
How you like this?
Let's do the stasis net. It's closed. Hack it open again. The hack did 99 damage there, so that's what finished it. So I actually found also that if you shoot these walker guys in the legs enough, they'll kind of stumble like that. Impact barrier.
It's nice having a barrier to keep us safe.
So this is actually interesting, and I think it did give me this note when I finished the game and unlocked Lunatic Difficulty. I don't think you won't normally get the impact barrier weapon that quickly, or the stasis net. And I think because we're on Lunatic Difficulty, we're unlocking weapons faster than normal. I'm pretty sure. So you're not gonna, if you start playing your normal playthrough, you're not gonna get
The heck is this?
these weapons as quickly.
Maybe it's a lunafilament printing error.
They must have done that to balance it. The impact barrier is basically a bubble you can put around yourself to, like, it's a shield essentially.
I got it!
And it's really effective. Like, it blocks basically anything. Yeah, we're unlocking weapons way faster than I did the first time. So now we've got the shockwave gun.
Up close.
Okay, so this is a good example of like a different type of puzzle hack you have to do. So you have to do them in order from out to in. So square, circle, X.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
Paradise, you just started the game this morning. I hope you're enjoying it. It gets better and better as you go. So that got us one blue lock on this door. We need to find the other one. Grove Singer, yeah. So the hacking, it becomes a balance, and the grids get bigger and more complicated. You'll see. And like some of them also will have nodes that are blocked that you have to like work your way around and things like that. So it is a balance of like, okay, how much time do you want to spend going for a hack to pick up a bunch of nodes? Which nodes are the priority?
Double locks, huh? Starting to feel a bit unwelcome. I wonder if Cradle staff have easy access.
Maybe? I'm not sure.
So the other thing is, I'll demo it on this kind of demo. The blue nodes will change what they do based on your hacking mode. And the yellow hacking nodes with an N are the like consumable resource we have, those little orange icons down by the weapon wheel. So I can like confuse this guy. And now he's gonna attack the other one. Let's see, yeah, see he's going for that guy. The confuse node isn't as good until you upgrade it. Oh, we died. They definitely hit harder on Lunatic, that's for sure. And we have very little health. That's okay. It's easy to get back. So you die, you go back to the shelter.
Let's take a break.
Diana says, let's take a break. Oh, let me change my outfit. That's the real problem. That's the real problem. Then you can just go back to the tram and head right back to the start of the whatever block you were in. 1 for the death counter. Yeah, that was a little bit of a sloppy death.
I think a walker got you, right?
That's alright.
You should try targeting their heads. I think that's their weak point.
Aim for the head. Got it. Not bad.
Oh, got the riot blaster. Yeah, we're unlocking weapons way faster than I was before. So I do like the riot blaster quite a bit. I'm gonna take that instead of the stasis net. Actually, if you didn't catch that, so the green weapons are the slot on the right. You see each of the weapons have a category: blue, green, red, and then your primary unit is gray. So if I pick up the stasis net, I have to choose between, do I want the riot blaster or do I want the stasis net? Now when it gets later, you get a secondary slot for each of the 2 side weapons, the red and the green ones. So you can hold 2 at a time, but right now we have to choose.
And I'll hack him.
No, she didn't print him. We just respawned at the base, at the shelter.
Kill, move!
Is that it?
So our progress on opening those locks stays even if you die, which is nice. So the blue hacking node changes your build having different effects. Yeah, but the first hack on an enemy is always these open nodes, the ones we have right now. And then when we get new hacking modes, which we don't have yet, we don't have that unlocked yet, but once we have those, then your subsequent hacks of the same enemy, the blue nodes become something different. And that depends on what hacking mode you have equipped. So it's like a build mechanic.
Look out for his targeting sensor.
He's a shooting to me.
You! I got him!
New hacking mode or node. So this one makes them more vulnerable to damage. And actually, if you aim mid-air, the thrusters engage, so you sort of get like a... It's not really like concentration like in Horizon, but it's sort of like a pseudo slow-mo effect.
Really?
Come on, we're not done yet.
One hit and lose half. Well, we're on the highest difficulty, Norma, so normally it's not that much. And you can upgrade the health bar quite a bit.
We can use this to go back to the shelter.
Huh. Good to know.
So this is an escape hatch. You get these every like 10, 15, 20 minutes as you play, roughly. And you basically, this is how you recharge your healing charges. So you need to go back to the shelter real quick. So you take the escape hatch, you spawn back at the shelter, and if you look at the bottom left for the health bar and the health charge, as I go through this green thing, you get it all back.
Back here again. Safe and snug.
And then if you want to just keep rolling, you just go back to the tram. And now that we unlock that escape hatch, it's a fast travel point. The sealed sector gate, which is where we just went in. So we just go straight back there. And now we're right where we left off, but we have all our health back now. And this is the room we were in, where I was like demoing stuff. So I just picked up, that's an upgrade component that we can use back at the shelter. There's another one up there. There's a ton of those, and we need a lot of them. Yeah, it's a fast way to heal, but you can't heal while you're out exploring. So you're like, whatever health and healing charges you have while you're out here, you kind of have to manage it. And then when you get low, you either die and end up back at the shelter, or you just choose to fast travel your way back through an escape hatch before dying. But it's pretty forgiving, because there's a lot of escape hatches, so you're really never going to lose that much progress. Another upgrade component. Let's see if we can get over here.
Something's aiming at us.
Oops.
Look out! Initiated. Look out
I went into
for
that
the targeting sensor.
pipe by mistake.
Now it's my turn. This friggin' thing is tough as hell.
It's way stronger than the walker. Defenses are down.
Oh, crap.
Jump you. I got him. You. Watch out. There's more.
New weapon? Okay, we got the charge piercer. That's kind of like the sniper rifle charge weapon that I showed earlier. And the decoy generator. So it looks like on Lunatic Difficulty, you just like unlock all the weapons really fast. Have I ever played Mass Effect Hightower? No, but I want to play that on stream. That's pretty high up my backlog list. Whoops. Yeah, they definitely hit harder. Andromeda's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. That's a lot of lot to get through on stream, but I do want to do it. I think I would really enjoy those games. At least a lot of people have told me that.
Not bad.
Yeah, see, if you shoot them in the leg enough, they like stumble.
How you like this?
Look out!
Take that!
That's that.
Alright, that's all the enemies. Oh, we already got the weapon. Get these resources. There's lots of little like nooks and crannies to find upgrade components and things in. What kind of shep would I be? You pick between a female and a male, right? I think I'd pick the woman, honestly. But I don't know, I'd have to see when I get into it.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
Okay, so that's one lock.
There we go. First one down.
Let's pick up this shockwave instead of the charge piercer. Ouch.
Is that it?
Jump to.
Now it's my turn.
Be careful.
I think I whiffed that one.
A big one's coming. Watch out! Blinking the enemies. Initiated.
Good work.
That one hits hard. Amy, you're heading out. We'll see you later. Thanks for being on stream for a little bit. Good to see you here. Okay, let's hack this node.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
Yeah, remember though, Kitty Dad, it's way more. Well, our health is very low. This is way more brutal because it's on Lunatic Difficulty. On the normal difficulty, it's not this bad. And there are some mechanics to heal actually while you're out here. I didn't say that very accurately before. They're not very strong.
Look out for its targeting sensor.
Guess it's my turn.
Incoming.
And we're dead.
Two.
That's okay. We don't have them unlocked yet, but there's one type of hacking node that will let you heal a little bit while you're hacking. And then there's also sometimes in the yellow crates, you'll find a little bit of healing as well, but it's not very much. So that you do have to go back to the shelter fairly often. But again, we're on the highest difficulty, so it's not this bad normally. And we don't have anything upgraded yet either. There, now we have a little bit more health. So we're 1100 health now. Let's see. So the first level of unlocks that you do for the weapons allows you to print them at the arsenal. So you unlock them here by the tram, which is cool. So this is what's going to let us start building out loadouts. Let me get the riot blaster. Typical Capcom difficulty. Okay. Like similar to Resident Evil. I have played the Resident Evil games, so I don't know. Decoy generator. Yeah, Norma. So there is New Game Plus, but for some reason we can't do Lunatic Difficulty on New Game Plus. You have to do it on a totally fresh playthrough. But you can do New Game Plus where it keeps all your stuff if you want to do that. And then I think I'm also going to grab... I'm going to leave it at that for now, actually. Just because we only have the 3 weapon slots right now. Oh, it's going to let us... Interesting, okay. Yeah, normally you have to go through and progress to unlock these different hacking modes. These are the hacking modes I was talking about down here. I definitely want combust mode. It lets you overheat the enemies a lot faster. But we don't have enough Luna filament for it right now. Let's grab maybe object scan. Mod slot, node slot. Let's grab repair up. That makes our healing more effective. That's probably the best investment right now, I would say. Their highest difficulties tend to be very hard. Gotcha. I guess the only other Capcom game I've played recently is Monster Hunter. But unless I'm remembering incorrectly, Monster Hunter doesn't have difficulties. So now that we've unlocked these weapons that we can print, you can actually like equip them here in your loadout before you head out, which is nice. So we'll head right back to where we were. No, Imagineer, actually you can do New Game Plus without completing Lunatic Difficulty. I'm not sure if that's what you meant, but we could have started New Game Plus right now after I completed the normal difficulty. But if you want to do Lunatic, you have to start on
how that walker
a fresh playthrough.
Let me hack a bit more. Should be easier than just using your gun.
Understood.
Okay, so we still have 2 locks done, so you don't like lose your progress when you die like that. And we just need to find 3 more of them. So let's go up here.
There.
Just want to make sure. We don't have a lot of thrusters, so I want to make sure I'm getting right by the edge.
Something's aiming at us.
Get over there, Hugh! Alright, these guys are back.
Look out for its targeting point.
Back off!
Jump, Hugh! Hugh!
Good work. Got him!
A big one's coming. Watch out! I got him!
Hack, hack, hack. Alright. That guy's done. Okay, so here's a little bit of... We don't need it right now, of course, but you can get a little bit of healing from the crates. It's random, though. So let's see. We may actually have to go get an upgrade in order to get over to that platform, like a thruster upgrade. I'm not sure. I feel like we should be able to get over there without it. But I forget exactly how I did it the first time. I can't jump. There we go. I was a little afraid we were going to hit the pipe if I jumped, but that works out just fine.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
The suits look really cool. Yeah, you get a lot of different options for Hugh and Diana outfits too. I'm going to keep the riot blaster.
Need us again. I feel like a damn rat in a maze.
It really doesn't like you, huh?
Whatever. This is getting over with.
Jump, Q!
Leave the shooting to me.
Look, Q, look out! Splitting the hat! A big one's coming! Watch out!
Alright, let's heal.
I got him!
We don't have a very strong... I'm going to put a decoy down over there. We're going to have to just chip away at his health because we don't have a very strong
Jump, Q!
weapon right now.
Now it's my turn.
Be careful!
Decoy. The decoys are pretty effective.
A big one's coming! Watch out!
Yeah, they're way tankier on this difficulty. Definitely much tankier.
Jump, Q!
Guess it's my turn.
Look out!
There we go. Yeah, it's a pretty tight little hallway to be fighting in. There's the weapon I needed. Okay, that's actually a new one. The photon laser's kind of neat.
Even tough bots won't last against that high-powered laser.
You basically like hold it down, and the longer you can like keep shooting the beam, the damage just keeps increasing. Imagineer thought what I said earlier was I could only do New Game Plus if you complete Lunatic Difficulty. No. You can actually... You can't do Lunatic Difficulty. Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
Emergency lockdown.
I don't know. I guess to me it made sense like you could do Lunatic Difficulty on New Game Plus, but I guess I see what you're saying.
That was 4. One more to go.
Yeah, so we had to start a fresh game to do Lunatic Difficulty. So we can't get past this stuff right now.
Definitely can't go that way.
And we need one more lock. Where? Oh. This is a collectible. Mini cabins. You have to shoot them. They're like little figurines that show up at the shelter. So we have one more. Lock number 2. Where is lock number 2? Oh, wait a second. Weapon down here. Did we already get one, though? Yeah, so I have to pick between the photon laser and this. I'm going to take the shockwave gun. The shockwave's like the shotgun that
Nearby.
is really strong.
Be careful.
Not bad.
Hacking.
Leave the shooting to me.
Incoming. We did it.
Oh. Another one of these guys.
Jump, Q.
Let's try the photon laser. I'll show you guys what that looks like.
How you like this?
A big one's coming. Watch out! Blinking the enemies.
So if you just keep holding it, the damage just like keeps climbing, which is pretty cool. When you upgrade that one, it gets pretty strong. Alright, where's this node? Was it confusing the way I explained that? Yeah, basically, oh, there it is. When we died, we missed it. That's what it was. Oh, sticky bombs. So these are interesting.
Use that to help me hack.
It kind of like collapses the hacking matrix to make it smaller. We have an upgrade component down there too.
Look out for its targeting.
So let's...
Be careful.
Good work. Leave the shooting to me.
Let's try the sticky bombs. So you've got like this size, a 4x4 matrix, and then if I do a sticky bomb, it collapses, and you can collapse it again. But you lose nodes when you do that. So it's not particularly helpful for these small enemies, but for bigger enemies that have much more bigger hacking, like much larger hacking matrices, it is actually pretty helpful.
Emergency lockdown.
All right, we got the door open.
Has been disabled.
Let's make sure we get...
Please complete a manual reboot of the power plant controller to fully restore operations.
There was an upgrade component over here.
That was the last of them.
Get this. And then we can get through the door. Another upgrade component. Yeah, there's a lot of those, but you want to get a lot of them because the upgrades start to get pretty expensive.
Dropping down here somehow leads us back up to the top floor.
Hugh, look! What's this?
That's the Earth. The blue part there is all ocean. Look outside and you can see it from here. That's weird. Only got half of it here. Ah, okay. Printer's busted. But the data here looks alright.
The ocean. Water
ocean.
everywhere.
Kinda hard to appreciate when it's just the half. Listen, we get back to the shelter, I'll whip you up a new one.
Really? I want to see.
Okay. Data point here. Thank you for purchasing Read Earth Memory, product ID 583. Simply insert this REM chip into a supported replicator to effortlessly generate furniture, displays, and more. So these are like little data banks that let you 3D print stuff to like make the moon base feel more like Earth. Dusky, am I going to get a review code for Saros? It sounds like no. Sony's being super, super stingy with them. So I don't think I'm going to get one. I pre-ordered it so I could play 2 days early, but I don't think I'm going to get a review code. My agent even said she could only get one review code for like one of the biggest creators she manages, I think, probably. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get one, unfortunately.
I gotta hurry and contact Earth.
Alright, new escape hatch.
You want to go back to the center and regroup?
Yeah, I don't know why Sony's so stingy about them, especially US ones for some reason. But, you know, then I'll be in there with you guys. I'll just have to pull some long days to get videos going. But that's okay. Alright, so this is our first mod. Hardened suit.
That'll make your suit work better.
Normally when you pick these up in your original playthrough, Tidbits, thank you for the gifted membership. When you pick up mods, there's like a pop-up that explains what they are. You pre-ordered the disc, Dusky, so yeah, I don't think those are coming early. Katie Dad, Sony doesn't want to give games away for free anymore. Yeah, but the number... Giving away review copies is such a tiny percentage of... That's not why it is. I think the reason it is because probably somewhere along the line, too many people have leaked things and ruined, and they, you know, whoever did that basically ruined it for everybody. So now they're like way more careful about giving out review keys.
Of REMs and decorate the shelter.
So when you get an REM, then you can give it to Diana as a gift. So we can give her that globe we just found. And then she can go print it. So you can like basically build like a whole bunch of stuff for her to play with. And when you do that, you get a cabin coin.
I'm gonna give it a spin.
Which we can't use yet, but cabin coins are pretty important. Alright, let's see what else we can upgrade. We got some upgrade components. So we'll do a health upgrade. And another health upgrade. And that's all we can do there. How about the printer? I really want to unlock critical shot. It seems like it gave us object scan for free, because I've been object scanning. And, well, maybe it hasn't been revealing nearby objects, though, I guess. Let me unlock that. She munches on the... I thought that was really funny. She, like, munches on the data cards to download data. What else? A mod slot. We're already gonna... We don't need that yet. Anyone know price point for this game, VB? It's 60, I think, is the base price. I definitely want heat nodes, but not yet. I think I'm just going to put an upgrade into the shockwave gun again. Paris, welcome back. Good to have you back.
There it is.
Okay, so now we have our first mod. This one's pretty simple. It just gives us 10 extra HP. So we'll equip that. Eventually you unlock enough slots on the right there, like by my face cam, to have 6 mods equipped at once. Oh wait, it was reminding me to go get my loadout set up. It's kind of nice it reminds you that, actually. And so you have this list here. You can see like solar power plant sector, we're 40% done with it. And then it gives you a list of all the collectibles that are in that sector. So we can't get to that one. Also, you should know, it says 0 out of 2, but this is a bug. There's only actually one of those. So all the collectible numbers are doubled. So like here, the mod we just got, see it says we have all mods, but we only got one mod. It's because it should say 1 out of 1, but it says 2 out of 2. It's just a bug. Hopefully they fix it soon. Asaya, yeah. unlocking the weapons, the first level unlock, it's a good point. The first level unlock at the printer, I was explaining that before, lets you be able to print them before you head out each time. Which I actually didn't realize for the first few hours. I thought the way the printer worked was like you had to pay for one copy of a weapon.
We can use this to hit harder and beat things faster.
Every time that you wanted to get one, but it actually is like you unlock it once and then you get infinite prints for free. Cookie time. Always cookie time for boss. Or maybe you only ever come to stream when it is cookie time.
There.
Intruders detected.
Big boy.
Please remove them from the premises.
Oh, maybe not yet. There he is.
Look out for Arktix.
Ouch.
Yeah, let's do this.
Watch out! There's more! Defenses are down. Jump Q! Be careful! We did it!
Okay. Hack this elevator.
Are we there yet?
Not sure.
Can Hugh reload while Diana is hacking? So only the top weapon reloads. All the other ones you just burn down till you have no more charges.
Alright.
And you have to go pick up another weapon.
Now where do we find the main power terminal?
But yes, the top slot weapon that recharges, Hugh, it can recharge while Diana's hacking. Although now you're making me think about that, VB, because I feel like I have noticed that it doesn't recharge while you're holding aim, or at least not as fast. We'll have to check.
Lockdown disengaged. Reconnecting primary power. Energy levels at 30%. 40%.
Cool view.
50%.
You can't manually reload. It just automatically reloads.
Warning. Unauthorized access detected. Severing primary connection.
So Edis is like the AI that runs all the
This is
bots
Edis.
in the base.
Unregistered guests are forbidden from this area. Initializing sector guard protocol. Scanning.
Unleash, did you play on keyboard and mouse or
Target
controller?
identified. Neutralizing threats.
I actually find it a little easier to do the hacking on controller, believe it or not.
Neutralize? Us?
Looks like
Neutralize?
we're gonna have to fight our way through.
Us?
Get ready.
Big boy.
Any idea what the hell this is?
Never seen it before.
No, it's not one of your
Ouch.
pop buddies? Then I guess we can just go in blasting.
Indy, look out!
This is going to be tough on Lunatic.
Where'd they get all those missiles?
They were made with Luna filaments.
Lucky us, right?
Shoot out!
How you like this?
Here it comes again!
Come on, enough already.
Grab the stasis net. trying, Diana. Get the shockwave.
You're going down.
Close in on him. Now's your chance.
Okay, we knocked him.
Take this.
Just like that, Hugh.
This ain't over yet.
Move, Hugh.
Need to heal. We really need more healing charges.
Hugh, watch out!
Hey, who are you pushing around?
Oh no! Decoy.
Stay away from the red circle.
And he's back up.
Dirty bastard!
There is a target lock on, yeah.
Hugh, let me try. Overdrive protocol initiate.
So that's kind of like your super.
Unlock.
Where's the other shockwave? There it is.
Be careful. Here it comes.
Time to dance.
Oh!
Defenses are down. Hugh.
How you like this?
I think we're gonna eat it here, guys. This guy's not easy on Lunatic with one healing charge.
Not bad.
Move, Hugh.
I wish we had a little bit of healing right now.
Here it comes.
Time to dance.
Hugh, close in on him. Now's your chance.
Okay. That's a good chunk. See if we can stay alive.
Hacking. We're so close. Just a little bit more.
All right, time to kick this.
Hugh!
Look out.
We have so little thruster to dash with.
Here it comes.
Time to dance. Leave the shooting to me.
I thought I had one more shockwave shot there, but I didn't. Stay away! Oh, I have a shockwave on the ground over there. Stasis net? Yes.
Stubborn hunky junk.
Come on, stasis net. I guess it doesn't work when he's doing that. There we go.
That's that.
Whew. It's way easier on normal difficulty. That was a little bit brutal.
Energy levels restored.
Yeah, baby.
Thanks, guys.
We did it.
She doesn't know what a high five
This
is.
is how we say good job.
You can heal, but I ran out of healing charges. We just have one. So you see below my health bar, there's like that gray little rectangle square. We only have one healing charge right now. But you can get like up to like 8 or something.
Well, let's just take it back to the shelter.
We just don't have a lot unlocked right now. And remember, we're on Lunatic Difficulty, so it is much easier on normal. And there's also a lower difficulty than normal. There's like a story
New
mode.
destination has been added to the tram line. The mass production array is now accessible.
The mass production array. Okay, so we just finished Sector 1. Now we unlocked Sector 2.
That should take care of the cradle's power problem. Next stop, the MPA and the comms tower.
So you see now I'm healed, and we also got the healing charge back at the bottom there. Who's this?
What is that thing?
I'm gonna get a better look.
Wait!
Dusky, we'll see you later.
What the?
Thanks for being here for a bit.
Careful.
Hello. We are Cabin, your one-stop companion for all things shelter.
Where'd he pull that hat out of?
Companion, huh? So where you been all this time?
We believe you have a shelter license key in your possession.
This thing?
We wanted out the giant bot.
So that, what up?
A most pointed inquiry. We have been, let us say, asleep, but that device woke us up, leaving us available to offer you our wide range of invaluable services.
Permissions confirmed. Shelter level 1.
So every time you beat a boss, the shelter gets
Terminals
upgraded.
now loaded with shiny new stuff. REM Replicator Beta now online and ready to serve.
Okay,
Cabin system booting up.
so then you talk to Cabin.
Hello, fellow Cradle crew. Allow us to enhance your shelter life experience with our newest service. Introducing Cabin Stamp Club. Exchange cabin coins to unlock shelter services. A little quid pro coin. Please accept
He's so
this
cheesy.
gratuity for first-time crew. 1 cabin coin. Compliments of the shelter.
Thanks, Cabin.
Take a look at our fine selection of stamp boards.
So you can change the music at the shelter with Cabin, and then the main thing is he has like these bingo cards. And this is actually like, you get some really good stuff from this. So you can see up here, if we get a bingo, which is 3 in a row, we unlock a new cartridge holder, which is a healing charge. So I only have 2 Cabin coins right now, so we can't do it. But then if you get 3 bingos, you get the freeze node unlocked to use in loadouts. You can get a new outfit for Diana, and he gets more cards over time. And then like, pretty sure this is a mod. They're set. They're not randomized. So we get the Skirmisher mod.
An impeccable choice.
Bottom center, I believe, is a challenge room key. Yeah. Red gate keys. We haven't seen one of those yet, but there's like these challenge rooms we can go to.
Oh, you have quite the eye organ.
Quite the eye organ. And then we're out of cabin coins now.
Please enjoy your purchase.
So you actually get quite... There's even weapons that you unlock from his Stamp Club cards.
What's that?
Let's see what other upgrades we can do. Also, as the shelter updates, the max level upgrades for Diana and Hugh and all the weapons and stuff keep going up. So like the levels, the amount of blocks you see here for upgrades are not maximum yet. They go much higher than this, but you have to keep upgrading the shelter to get there. So we don't have any upgrade components to use there, but we should be able to do some stuff here. I'm going to grab... We have the decoy generator already. Oh, the jackhammer's unlocked. So this is the melee weapon I was talking about earlier. I might actually unlock this because this does quite a bit of damage. I think this is going to be good for us to have early. This you don't normally unlock till much, much later. So it lets you like hit, and then when it's glowing, if you hit R2 again, it like does this like blowtorch jet like that right there to deal a bunch more damage. Kitty Dad, does the game have a decoration system? No, you can't really decorate, like customize the shelter. The only thing you do that way is like, we got Diana the globe. Each one of these spots
here.
will get populated with a preset thing as you find the collectible, the REM memory thing for Diana. Data point. So this just explains the little mini cabin figures, which are these little guys right here. We found a couple of those, or one of them maybe. So we have some different options. Let's grab the jackhammer. That's like the melee weapon. And then we don't have any nodes unlocked yet. That's a new mod, which 10% more weapon or hacking damage against downed or immobilized enemies. I'm just going to stick with 10% extra health for now, though. And somehow we missed... Oh, actually, I think it's because... Actually, let's go take a quick look. There's supposed to be another healing cartridge that we didn't get. Maybe I just walked right by it.
Let's head to the comms tower. Should be a...
Yeah, everybody's shelter will look the same if you get everything unlocked, yes. There should have been... Here's an upgrade component. I was probably talking and we missed this room. But there should be a cartridge somewhere.
Are you bored too, Hugh?
Nah, I'm good. Kinda hard to get bored keeping up with your chit-chat.
So that thing I just picked up fills up Diana's hacking gauge. That circle gauge in the bottom left, which is what let her do that like super powerful move. Here we go. We missed this cartridge holder before.
This should help me keep going.
So that gave us a second healing charge, which would have helped us in the boss fight. So we'll grab that. Back to the shelter. You have a cat army at the shelter, Kitty Dad? That sounds about right for your username. That's awesome.
Hey there, Hugh.
Hey there, Diana. Alright, so we have one. Let's do primary unit damage upgrade. And we'll go to the mass production array, which is the next sector.
Now we can go to the comms tower.
Can't tell if we'll actually get through to Earth, but I need to know about my team.
Oh, upgrade component right back over here. Yeah, I think we had the scan before, but it wasn't actually showing us resources and things. Three cats and 5 kittens for each, Kitty Dad, in your AC Shadows shelter. That's cool. Yeah, you want to scan a lot because there's a lot of upgrade components and things around. Speaking of cats.
Kitty cat!
kids.
No, come back!
Diana!
Upgrade components are definitely important, BB. Yeah. Diana.
What are you doing? You're trying to hurt yourself.
If I break, you can just fix me back up.
That's not the point. You have to be more careful. If something happened to you, I'd be in real trouble.
In real trouble? Why?
I mean, well, you best think on that yourself.
Okay, I will.
What's a bad thing about the game, Paris? I would say it's not really a bad thing, but it's fairly short.
Well, we got cats.
You know, I'd love for it to be a little longer, but I also wouldn't want to sacrifice the quality. So I'd definitely take it being shorter and being higher quality than just like having a bunch of fluff added in. Don't need that. Always get these at the wrong time, seems like. And then I think the dialogue could have been a little bit more, like the dialogue lines could have been better. The grayish tint is a little bit annoying, but you honestly don't notice it while you're playing too much. These guys are really annoying. Yeah, I would say the biggest thing for me is like it's a little bit short for the price point for $60. Although the fact that you get New Game Plus is nice, and I think more importantly the Lost Signal mode that kind of extends your base playthrough is pretty nice. And then I would say like it would have been really elevated if they had written more realistic dialogue lines. Like I feel like to me the dialogue lines are a little bit, they feel scripted in a lot of cases, and that doesn't really mean the story's not good. Like I think the story's actually quite good, but I think they could have gone a little bit deeper if they'd taken a little bit more time to develop the story a little bit more.
Look at that.
And some of the dialogue is like a little bit cheesy and doesn't feel as real as it could.
You really can make everything with Lunafilament, huh?
They don't have it on Earth?
Nah, testing's been limited to the moon as far as I know. People back home have only heard about stuff like this.
Does that mean there are no Pragmata?
No clue. But I've sure as heck never seen a bot that needs as much watching as you do.
Is that a bad thing?
Nah, you keep things interesting. That's good.
Seems like a childish game after Returnal gameplay? You mean because of the kid? I mean, it's definitely easier than Returnal, no doubt. It's much easier than Returnal.
I got him!
But it gets more in depth than this.
Move, you!
Guess that's that.
And I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I think it's a really good, like,
Burn him down!
tight little, high-quality experience. And I think a lot of people agree. I mean, I think it has like a 93 point something % on Steam, which is really, really good.
Lunum and Lunafilament. Who names these things?
Scientists. Scientists love funny names. Capcom's cooking this year? Yeah. They're I mean, they did really well with Requiem, obviously. They've got this, which is going to do well. Already doing well. And don't they have another game coming out this year? Check this out.
Wow!
Would you look at that? Looks a bit like New York.
New York. Is that a place this on Earth?
Yeah, in America.
So many lights and signs. I can't decide what to look at first.
So they have like I said, the 3D printing tech they have on this moon base is like super advanced. So they somebody 3D printed this like sort of replica of New York City.
Guess it's my turn.
All right, so there's quite a few side areas in here to explore and find stuff in. I'm a little afraid to do the boss for this one on Lunatic. That's gonna be pretty tough, but we may have a bit more unlocked by then. It's going to take a little bit before we can get to the boss anyway, so that's okay. Yeah, Foss, we are on the moon, actually. But it's like a 3D printed reconstruction of New York City. Like a small bit of it. But we're still on the moon.
Look out!
Now it's my turn.
Yeah, so we only have one slot for hacking nodes right now.
Let's heat things up. I got him!
So when we have more slots unlocked, you can actually pick up multiples of the same one. So like this heat node, I could have up to 6 of them at a time. But right now we can only carry one slot, that little orange slot down by the weapon wheel. Can't get through that stuff. Not yet. This is what I'm looking for. This door. What does overdrive do? So that's like a super ability that Diana has. That's the orange gauge that's flashing in the bottom left right now. But I don't want to use it yet because I want to use it on like a big enemy. Yeah, imagine we actually had this 3D printing tech.
This is Aegis. Due to an unidentified interference, this area has been secured. Mass printing will resume shortly.
So we have six locks to get.
Is it?
Edis isn't very nice.
I think we need to disable the lock codes and the local access beacons to reach the comms tower.
Alright, so that's one.
So where to?
I don't know.
Oh boy. These guys are kind of creepy.
What in the...
Yeah. They're like giant babies.
It almost had us.
Yeah, nice moves, kid.
Oh, let me. There's a cool Easter egg in this area that you guys are gonna like. Some of you guys will like. It's not scary or anything.
Oh, I'm not glad we found you.
It's just a little Capcom Easter egg. Okay, so this is a challenge room. I haven't done one of those on Lunatic, so we can come back and do that in a minute. We gotta beat these guys.
Good job, kid.
Overdrive protocol at the ready. Be careful.
How you like this? Stop skittering around!
Alright, Riot Blaster. There's a crate in here. Alright, ready for the Easter egg?
Is New York City always like this?
This isn't really the city.
What is that?
More like your average shopping area.
Earth sure has a lot of places.
Yeah. There's also a ton of stuff you can't find on the moon.
Resident
Really?
Devil.
I want to see.
Sticky bombs. I'm going to stick with the Riot Blaster. Got a second gate key there
Give us access to our
for the
red
challenge
zone.
room. Yeah, there's probably more Easter eggs that I haven't caught.
Jump Incoming.
Ouch. Our healing charges do so little right now. So the cool thing about the jackhammer is you actually don't have to hack the bots open first. You can just hit them for full damage anytime you want.
Right on. Guess it's my turn.
Guess that's that.
But you don't normally unlock that till much later.
Dolls all lined up. There's a beacon. It's so close.
It's a mannequin. They're made to look like humans to show off clothes and stuff. They might look the part, but real people got that lifeblood in them.
That lifeblood in them.
And no blood means no moving.
Jackhammer only run. I knew you would go for that, Paris.
Humans got a certain warmth to them.
Oh! Over 36 degrees Celsius, right?
No. Just forget it.
Move, you.
I'm moving.
Good job, Jack.
Is that it?
Alright, so this is actually a pretty good mod here.
There.
Extended breach.
That can help me hack better.
So that lets the bots stay open longer every time we hack them open. And we're out of healing charges, so we'll do a little more exploring in this area, then we'll go back to the shelter. Then we'll try that challenge room. See how difficult that is on
How are we gonna
Lunatic.
reach that beacon?
When there's no clear way through,
Mini cabin.
only choice is up.
Bingo!
Overdrive protocol on standby.
Back on. Got him.
You.
I owe you.
Watch out! There's more.
Hack them open.
We did it.
The Luna filament also doesn't disappear on you. So you don't have to worry about like picking it up while you're in combat.
We can use that back at the shelter.
So not like obolites in Returnal. You can just pick them up whenever you want. Riot Blaster recharge, that's nice. Okay, there's an upgrade component there that we can get. I think that's going to require me to come back up this.
Incoming.
right, back up the lift. Go back up here, and then we can get down to the other node for the lock. Is there an upgrade that makes the loot fly towards you, Tidbits? That's a good question. No, I haven't found anything like that. Like have all the Luna filament come in so you don't have to go pick it up. I haven't seen anything like that.
I can't access the beacon with these bombs in the way. Something's aiming at us.
Stop skittering around!
Here it comes!
This is like 4 of the most annoying enemies.
Look out for its targeting sensor. Look out!
Good job, Jenny. Leave the shooting to me. Nope.
Here it comes!
Even I think we just did 1 upgrade on the decoy generator.
Skittery silver.
It's pretty helpful because it distracts those guys.
Overdrive protocol at the ready.
No! They're really tanky because we're on Lunatic. They're not normally this tanky. They probably like take half as many hits normally.
It's gonna go great next
Does the game
time.
have autosave or manual save? Yeah. So it has both. So I'm out of manual save slots, but these are all my manual saves. Alright, let's upgrade health and damage and health again. Yeah, it's lunatic difficulty. There'd be way... These enemies are not anywhere near as tough. That's why I demoed earlier, fighting them when I loaded up the regular difficulty. And my repair, like this repair upgrade is not upgraded very much yet. So we're not like getting much healing from our healing charges. So I'm going to upgrade that. And I'll also upgrade my thrusters so that we have more dodges basically. And then we can head back there. Extended breach. Enemies stay exposed 15% longer. I'm not going to equip that right now, but when we get another mod slot, I'll want that. Yeah, manual saves is good. There's 10 slots. And then it does autosave too. And there's also like a story difficulty. I forget what it's called. Casual, maybe?
Spider-bot we fought earlier sure moved around a lot.
So if you find
Slow it down.
even the normal difficulty difficult, you could just play on casual. Let's try the challenge room while we're fresh on health. This will probably be difficult.
Good job, David.
Overdrive protocol at the ready.
Guess that's that.
Look out for its targeting sensor. Move, you!
Take that!
There's actually a mod that will auto fully reload your weapon when you complete a hack, which is really nice, but we don't have that yet.
Splitting the hack.
Okay. Pick up this stasis net.
Jump, you! Here it comes! Look out! Ah! Sensors down.
Confuse that guy so that he attacks the other ones. Actually, let me get that confuse again. It's such a tight space. Alright, we can do better than that, though. I shouldn't have dropped the confuse node. Then I could get the other bot going on them all, too. Four deaths! Yeah, there's a challenge room in every sector, but you need one of these red gate keys to get into them. They're pretty easy to find, though, and there's a few that you get through the bingo cards.
Did you see how that spider bot moved? He tried to get away. It's right back
And then
up.
once you use the key, it's already
What if we got
unlocked,
close to it?
so you don't have to use it
Close
again.
or far, it's still gonna attack us. Right on!
Overdrive protocol activation.
This is my turn. It's over.
Okay, that's the first wave.
Look out for targeting sensors. Get ready.
Take that!
Upgrading Diana's hacking would be good, so that these bots stay open longer.
Be careful.
You're going down.
Let's get one of them, at least.
Nope.
There we go.
Good job, kid.
I also have the overdrive that I can use.
Is that it?
Alright, ready? Let's go overdrive.
Jump, you!
Twinge, what's going on, man? Good to see you here.
Look out! Here it comes! Look out!
Oh, he took out the other one.
One coming.
Let's get them to fight each other.
Back off! Step off!
Alright, we got that one down.
Here it comes! Look out! Move,
That
you.
one. Stasis net. Open it.
I got him!
Jackhammer.
We did it!
Got him.
That was amazing!
I thought there was one more wave, but we're good. And then what do we get here? Okay, pure aluminum. So this is like the rarest resource in the game. The battle music does go hard. Pulusus, welcome. I don't know if I've seen you in the chat before. Welcome to the stream. Pure aluminum is like the rarest material in the game.
Ooh, shiny!
Okay, so we actually... I don't think we used any healing that time.
Now we can hack a bunch of bots at once!
Impact barrier. There's still a bunch of resources in here for us to get. So let's go back. We have to fight these bots again. Yeah, so the only reason... we have access to that melee weapon right now. Wow, now I'm taking a bunch of damage.
Now it's my turn.
You wouldn't normally get access to that melee weapon until much later, but they're letting us unlock weapons faster on Lunatic Difficulty.
It's over.
One more.
Stop skittering around. Is that it?
Okay. My rating, so on Discord I was saying like 8 or 8.5 at first, but after I finished the game, I think I'd give it a 9, honestly. Maybe 8.5, but I really can't find a lot of faults with the game. It's really fun. My only complaint is that it's kind of short, especially for $60. Like I wish it was like maybe 5 hours longer, but I'd take it being short over, you know, the quality taking a hit. And then I feel like the dialogue lines are sometimes a little cheesy and could be written more realistically.
Be careful.
And if they made the game a little longer and taken a little time to like go deeper with the story, then I think it would have been like even better. But the story is very good. Like, I'm not saying it's not good. I just think they could have made it even better.
Right on.
If they'd given themselves a little bit more time in terms of length of the game. But I'd always choose shorter, higher quality over, you know, longer with bloat, if that makes sense. So all the Luna filament, yeah, and it gets better as you go. Like the gameplay mechanics that you keep unlocking get more and more fun. You get new weapons, you get new hacking nodes as you go, and the story gets like deeper and better as you go too. It's really good. I really enjoy it. It's just like, it's short and sweet, which is not a bad thing. Oh, here we go again with these guys.
Something's aiming. Look out for its targeting sensor.
I was hoping that would also cover the flyers.
Here it comes! Look out!
Stop skittering around. Good job, kid. How you like this?
Watch out! There's more! Here it comes! Look out! Something's aiming at us.
Ouch. Go for the decoy.
Overdrive protocol. On standby. Get ready. Look out for its targeting
Alright,
sensor.
now we got both of the, I think they're called Watchers actually, the flying ones.
Here it comes! Look out!
Funny enough. Oh my. These little guys are so annoying. Alright, we're not going to go back up there. All that's really up there is, there's like a chest with Luna filament in it. Phoebe, the fact that the game launched so soon after Artemis 2's mission is kind of wild. Yeah, it is kind of an interesting coincidence, right? Nobody could have planned that, but...
Leave it to me next time, okay?
Alright, well, we got the challenge room done. Some of those little tight areas are tough with those, like, little spider bots. It's super annoying. Okay, so we have a pure Lunum now. I want to unlock Critical Shot. This is going to help us a lot. That's what gives us that purple node that I showed you guys earlier. And then I'm going to increase its spawn rate. And we can give ourselves another mod slot. So then we can grab our weapons. We can also grab Extended Breach to put in our mod loadout. And then we can head back there. Twinge, it's smart for them to choose a child as the companion. The game then has an immediate why the child mystery. Yeah, and it actually does get explained.
That spinny spider got us good last time.
Spinny spider.
When it comes rolling in, it really rolls in fast.
I think I can dodge it if I time it just right.
Is there anything I really want up here? Didn't we get the mod? I thought we got the mod that was up there. Yeah, it was Extended Breach.
I owe you.
Overdrive protocol at the ready. Linking the enemies.
Leave the shooting to me.
Move, you.
There's the critical.
Take this!
Skittery son of a...
Here it comes! Look out! Yeah! Look out!
Take this!
Foss, looking at old research about Horizon, we took a ton of details and data. Paris's digitization of a lot of the guidebooks knowledge was... Yeah, we dove deep on that stuff. Those were the good old days. I loved that. I don't think this mod is actually in here. If I'm remembering correctly. I feel like it's in a different... Unless it was up in that room and I didn't open the chest. Maybe that's what it was? Let's try to go up there real quick and check. Of course, we gotta fight this guy again. Oh, we took damage there. That's the problem with the jackhammers. You get locked in. Move, Hugh, move!
Take this!
Okay, let's... We got that mod. I think it's in that little back room I was in with the 3 different walkers. Back here.
Let's use this when we're outnumbered. Splitting the hat.
Nope!
Move, Hugh!
I owe you.
Yeah, let's do this.
No, it isn't. I'm not sure. We'll look in a minute.
Got him.
It's over.
So we have this chest here. The mod is down 29 meters. I don't remember where that is. Let's go out on this platform. H3 is so far away, don't know if we're all alive then. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know that the like 2030, 2031 dates that people are throwing around are really that accurate.
I think it's a mod. Might be good to have.
I mean, they've definitely been spending time on Hunter's Gathering, which will have slowed it down somewhat, but I'm pretty sure they have 2 separate teams. So they at least have a small to moderate sized team working on Horizon 3. And if you think about it, I think the way to like think about the time between the games, at least with Horizon, is like Frozen Wilds was November 2017, and then Forbidden West came out February 2022, right? So 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and then a tiny bit of 2022. It was supposed to come out end of 2021. So they were basically done with Forbidden West in 4 years. If you count it from when they finished Frozen Wilds, which is really, I think, in my opinion, the way you should count it. Because if you go look at the credits, the entire team that was on Zero Dawn kept working on the Frozen Wilds, basically. Almost everybody. It's the same thing with Burning Shores. Like, the whole team was on Forbidden West, and then that whole team kept going on Burning Shores. And so they weren't really done and ready to move on until they were done with Frozen Wilds and then done with Burning Shores, right? So if you say Burning Shores was April 23, if you go 4 years forward from that, that's April 27, which is like a year from today, right? But obviously, I think it's going to be a little longer than that. I think end of 2027 would be like the most aggressive date that you could reasonably say Horizon 3 is coming, but I don't think it'll be that. I think 2028 is more likely, because they have been spending time on Hunter's Gathering for sure. But, and it could be 29, you know, I could see that too, but 2030, 2031, it's not going to be that far. They have almost 400 people at Gorilla, and there's no way they have all of them
Something's aiming
on Hunter's Gathering.
Look out! Overdrive protocol, on standby. Look out for targeting zones. Here it comes! Look out!
Get some!
Be careful!
Skittery Silva. Right on!
We literally die here every time. I'm not coming back here. We need more health. Oh, it'll be on PS5. There's no way they're only going to make it PS6. That'd be incredibly stupid. I think most games for a while are still going to be on PS5. All right, let's go to a different area in there. We just keep dying to those little guys in that tight little area. Lunatic Difficulty is no joke. I wasn't sure exactly how difficult it would be, but it's no joke. The enemies are much tankier. And they hit harder, it seems like. Or maybe it's just that I have less health. I'm not sure if they're actually hitting harder. I know, I said that last time. I'm not actually going back this time, though. How sure am I the Forbidden West team is also the Burning Shores team? I'm 100% sure. Just go look at the credits. You can go to, what is it, Moby credits? You can just look at the credits. It's basically the exact same team. There's a few people that are different, but it's like 90% the same team. All right, let's we're just gonna clear these guys.
Overdrive protocol, on standby.
Actually, let me take this jackhammer again. Oh, it actually does a lot of damage to them.
We did it!
Okay. I know I said we weren't going back. The jackhammer does a lot of damage, though. Let's just try, really. I feel like I always do this to you guys. I say I'm not going to do stuff again, and then I do it again. I promise, last try. Do I always use all stages? You don't have to.
I owe you.
Jump you!
I'm saving the jackhammer for those little guys so we can take them out really fast.
Take this!
Alright, up we go. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to take those two little spiders out really fast with the jackhammer this time. I'll grab the multi-hack. We'll take the riot blaster instead of the stasis net because I only have one stasis net charge left anyway.
Scary silver.
Alright, that's one of them down.
Here it comes! Look out!
Good job, kid. Take this!
That's both of them. Now we just have the little flyer guys.
Look out for its targeting sensor. Ah! Look out! Overdrive protocol at the ready.
Play it safe.
Take this!
There we go.
We did it!
They have a blue hacking link to the wall? No, I don't think that actually does anything. Alright, so this is one of our nodes. We kind of had to do this because we needed this node unlocked.
This is gonna take forever. Can't we just pop them all at once?
They aren't connected, so I don't think so.
This person really felt like they were on Earth.
I highly doubt H3 will be limited to PS6, guys.
Well,
they'd be incredibly stupid.
It doesn't necessarily look like the moon, but...
I mean, if it actually came out in like 2031.
Earth is dirty?
Let's just say people can be a bit messy. But maybe I like messy.
Earth is dirty? Okay, check this out.
The heck? Where'd the wall go?
Secret hollow walls.
Might be more of these things around here. Stay sharp.
I thought this would be a big stuffy company, but I quickly found out that everyone here is a massive weirdo. I guess that just means I'm in good company. That's exactly why I always wanted to work here, though. No one's breathing down my neck, no pressure to conform, just pure creative freedom. I even got the chance to dig into the cradle's design history. Turns out each sector was assigned to a different contractor, and they all let their AIs run wild however they pleased. Because of that, the hallways, trams, and sector layouts are messed up. It's inconvenient to get anywhere around here. Without directions from the AI in charge, I'd probably end up wandering around lost for days. But that's the best part. It's 100 times more exciting than your typical 9-to-5 office space. Plus, I love that I can make my own little hideouts too. Sharon. So you find these like hideouts behind these hollow walls as you play, and you get all these notes from Sharon. I don't know if Sharon's a woman or a man, but is it a gender neutral name? I feel like it kind of is, but maybe more commonly used for women.
I got him! Jump you!
Guess it's my turn. Step off!
Hulk smash!
A big one's coming. Watch out! Move, you! Yeah!
I need a red slot weapon.
Jump, you!
Are there weapons back here? Oh yeah, look at that.
Get some!
I got him! Incoming!
There we go. I love the shockwave. Super strong.
That's a lot of lift.
Chipping away with the primary weapon takes forever. We do get a new primary weapon at some point, though. Where's the node to unlock this?
Got it!
Yeah, I don't think it would sell well if it was limited to PS6 either, but I don't think they'll do that.
Does Earth really look like this?
You've really been left in the dark, huh? Didn't anyone ever teach you this stuff?
Nope. I was left in sleep mode for so long. And when I woke up, the vault was all messed up.
Must have been the quakes. There was no one else?
Nope. Nobody.
All alone, huh? Another feeling.
So she woke up from the vault. Nobody was around.
I owe you.
Overdrive protocol. On standby.
It's over.
Creepy mannequins.
Those are so fun
Cabin
to
coin.
collect.
That's useful. That's for the bingo cards back at the shelter.
You're going down.
Look out!
Guess that's that.
Okay, yeah, the gun will definitely recharge while you're hacking.
This will turn the bots against each other.
Yeah, while you're holding aim, it'll still recharge. Release date of H3 depends on how far along they are, Kitty Dad? Yeah. My best guess would be 28 or 29. I think it also depends what they decide to do here with Hunter's Gathering, Close Quarters mod. I think this one,
What weapons that would work with?
I think it increases damage when you're up close, which I like for the shockwave. Does it punish you for shooting if empty? No, you just can't shoot. That's a good question, but no, there's no penalty.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, the story, there is more to the story, Norma. We've just been shooting bots for a while here. Because I was struggling a little bit to get past that one bit.
All right, but no cats this time.
Why?
I don't need you.
A recharge delay?
Bridge going after it.
Let's see.
Got it?
I won't do that again.
Good.
So he has to like reload, sort of, before it starts to recharge, but there's not much of a penalty.
See? I can do that.
Wow.
Because I wrote what
Does
you
Diana's-
said to my memory course.
Phoebe, does Diana's overdrive ability ever change level, or is it always the same? It does, so there does come a point where it gets stronger. And you can unlock more, like, gauge chunks for it, so that it can charge more. But we haven't gotten to that point yet. Alright, let's go back to the shelter, see if we can upgrade some stuff. Tidbits, thank you for the gifted membership. Appreciate it.
Are you gonna upgrade your gear?
Oh yeah, we are, Diana. So let's upgrade our health. And primary unit damage. We just haven't gotten to another cutscene yet, guys. There's definitely more to the story. Let's see. So, critical shot, we could upgrade again. So here's like the hacking gauge. You can get more, like I was just saying, you can get more chunks for the overdrive hacking gauge. And you can upgrade the effectiveness of her overdrive so that it's stronger. Mod slot, I could unlock that. I think I'm going to grab combust mode, because this helps us build up heat, which is really helpful. So this changes, this is a hacking mode. This changes our blue squares to something other than just open. So we'll see that in a minute here. And then I'm going to grab these heat nodes so we can put those in our loadout. Unleash, we'll see you later. Thanks for being here for a while. And I think I'll grab... I think I'm going to save the Pure Lunum. EC thrusters and fast moves aren't that helpful, actually. But we do have some coins to spend, so let's go to cabin. So because we unlocked a challenge room, that just cleared 3 slots on the right here. So self-defense response, I definitely want that mod.
An impeccable choice.
That reduces damage by 20% when we're below 50% health.
We hope you enjoy your purchase.
So that's super helpful. So let's change up our loadout a little bit here. So now we can actually equip the combust mode, hacking mode. I'll show you guys what that does when we get there, but it basically lets us stun the enemies faster. So instead of hardened suit, I'm going to go self-defense response. And then I don't think we need to keep them exposed that much. So I'm actually going to go close quarters, because we are often pretty close to the enemies. So getting a 10% damage boost when we're close would be nice. Alright, so in this block we got none of the safe boxes. This one, we got all the mods and pure aluminum. And this one, there's 2 mods for us to find. Which is, I believe, right where we left off. I want to get to the... show you guys the boss for this sector. Because it's pretty cool. Although, maybe... I don't know, maybe you guys don't want to see that? Too spoilery?
Look out for its targeting sensor. Overdrive protocol at the ready. Move, you!
Right on! Step off!
Something's aiming at us.
Oh boy.
That big old piece of junk again.
Be careful.
Got one of these guys to deal with.
Yeah. Watch out! There's more.
Alright, so if I hack him the first time, I get the open nodes.
Let's heat things up.
And I got the heat node. But now if I hack him again, you see the blue nodes are now combust nodes. And so those are going to build up the heat gauge more. And I can... oh, I'm not paying attention. I can repeatedly hack him to keep building up the heat gauge.
Get ready.
You have to be quick though. Right now you have to be quick because we don't have the open time on Diana's hacks very high. We need to upgrade her hacks more. Alright, so we almost have him overheated. There we go. And then they stay down for a while, so you can run in.
Take this!
Critical shot. Big chunk of damage. He's not dead though.
How you like this?
Ouch. Heal. Critical node. Oh, okay, so this is kind of neat. They get like shields, which then blocks the hacks.
Those antennas are in the way.
So you have to, well, I guess they're called antennas. You have to remove them to get back to being able to hack again.
Blinking the enemy.
Yeah, so that's kind of an interesting mechanic. You have to like shoot the shields down, or technically antennas. I'm gonna take the charge piercer.
That thing packs some punch. Got it.
Norma, we'll see you later. Thanks for being on the stream for a bit. It's good to have you here. Where is
Look
it?
out for its
There it
targeting
is.
sensor. Overdrive protocol on standby.
Mod right there.
Be careful.
Good job, kid. It's over.
Grab this Ludafilament. Go back for the mod. Relay amplifier. I forget what that one does.
Lets me hack from farther away.
Hack from further away. Okay, yeah, that's actually a pretty useful one. E-Rock, good to see you here. It's been a minute. Okay, let's see. Crate right here. And... oh, there's a new enemy up here. These guys are neat.
Look out! Yay!
So these guys shoot missiles. But you can hack the missiles and send them back.
I can see a beacon over there on that roof. Right back at ya!
Take this!
Been watching movies or coloring in your free time? Haven't been on much lately? Well, it's good to have you here. Good to see you again. Missile.
Get ready, yeah!
Yeah, let's do this.
Oh, a little bit of healing. That's nice. All right, so here's another one of our nodes. Three more.
All right, that's 3.
We're already halfway there.
Glass half full, huh?
Upgrade component.
Did you hear that?
Oh, getting close to snack time.
Do humans really need to eat more than once a day? Your energy efficiency doesn't seem good.
Sure, that's fair. But sharing a meal is more than just recharging. I was an orphan, so at dinner with my new family, just having someone that'd listen was magical. It was all kid stuff, but they were always there. Talking with someone who just accepts you for you is a kind of nourishment, but for your soul.
You can get
For your soul.
nutrients from talking?
Something like that.
Nutrients
There's another beacon.
from talking.
Bet Edis is down there too.
Mini cabin here. Bingo! Okay, this is a bit of a fight. We have overdrive protocol charged up.
Intruders detected. Please remove them from the premises.
I'm gonna start with the charge piercer.
Hey, look out for its targeting sensor. Missile spotted. Overdrive protocol at the ready.
Check.
Something's aiming at us. Yay!
Don't have healing.
Take this! Nope!
You! Right back at ya!
Send the missile back.
Right on! Back off!
Get that down. Send this missile back.
Missile spotted!
Pick up the shockwave again.
Be careful! Right back at ya!
That should finish that one off. Yep.
I got him!
All right, that's down.
Removing exceeding estimates. Deploying reinforcements.
Something's aiming. Look out for its targeting sensor.
Not good. SQQS, good. Thanks for being here. That's a pretty tough fight on Lunatic. We also, did we go in with full healing charges? I don't think we did. I don't think we had any healing.
What should we do?
All right, let's see if we have any upgrades. Can't do any there. Can I? Let's see. We could upgrade critical shot so it spawns more. Mod slot, node slot. I should have used the overdrive. I was like kind of sitting on it too long there, I think. Let me grab a mod slot. And that's probably good for our loadout. Mods will go. I actually think I am going to go relay amplifier so we can be a little further away and still hack. It's actually pretty helpful because the range for hacking is like kind of short. So let's try that again.
That walker attack looked like it hurt. Gotta watch out for their blades. They come at you fast when you're close.
It did hurt.
Won't get me next time.
Did we go? I think we went down, didn't we? Let me see if we can go through this door. I think we came through this door before, though. Yeah, we were already in here. We got a mod in here. Okay, so we have to go that way. There's an upgrade component over there. Let's actually grab that really quick. D-Beat, we'll see you later. No fall damage. Just gonna ignore these guys. Although we will have to... I guess I have to go up here. Yeah, we're kind of... We can't clear that, like, corrupted stuff yet, so we're kind of locked into having to go this way. Did we unlock this door, though? No, we didn't.
Look out for its targeting sensor. Splitting the hack. Overdrive protocol on standby. Get ready.
Let him get too close. Let him get way too close.
Back off!
Okay, I was way too aggressive there. Let me it's getting really warm in here. Let me open the window up. I'm gonna stand up as well.
What should we do?
I feel like I'm giving you guys a bad impression of like the difficulty because we're on Lunatic. It's not this difficult. Like I didn't struggle nearly this much on normal difficulty. The enemies are much tankier. Okay, let's grab this. And head back over there. Wonder what happens to Diana when Hugh dies. Good question. I think she just goes back to the shelter.
You probably
How much more health?
Smashed you, but those executor attacks were really something. Get too close and you get hit. Try to step back and you got lasers.
So nowhere to hide, huh?
I'd say it feels like
I'll be right for look out for parking.
not quite double.
Be careful. Blinking the enemy. Yeah!
I'm honestly not sure if it's that the enemies have increased health or if it's that the damage
Guess it's my turn.
of my weapons is reduced and that they hit harder. The enemies hit harder, I mean.
Defenses right down.
There we go.
Take this!
I can actually look. Let me look at the clip I took when I unlocked. When I finished the game. Let me just really. It says what Lunatic Difficulty does. Oh, that's Crimson Desert. Where is it? So I don't want to put this on screen in case it shows footage. New Game Plus unlocked. Lunatic Difficulty. Enemies are much stronger and a variety of units can be printed from the start of the game. So I guess it doesn't really explain it. It just says enemies are much stronger. I think it's mainly that they hit harder, honestly. It doesn't really feel like it's taking that much longer for me to damage them. It just feels like they do a lot more damage to me. You know what I mean?
There.
Alright, we have Overdrive Protocol. So I gotta remember to use that when we get back up to that big fight.
Something's aiming at us.
How you like this?
Ouch.
Look out for parking.
You do have iframes when you dash, but it's pretty short. The window's pretty short. What we really need is more healing cartridges and upgrades so that the repairs heal us more. That'll make a big difference, but we need a lot of resources to do that. Oh, this is helpful. A little bit of healing there. How is it normally on higher difficulty? I'm not sure what you mean, Kitty Dad. So you can't normally play Lunatic Difficulty. You can play normal difficulty, or you can play, I think, what they call casual difficulty, which is like a story mode. And then when you finish the game, that's when you can do Lunatic. Actually, let me use this. Why didn't I upgrade my nodes? Is the resource required? Yeah, I don't want to. I wanted to use it for other stuff. I do want to unlock more nodes and upgrade the nodes. But there's some other things I want to upgrade first. So a lot of it is like going and getting resources and going back to the shelter a bit. We're clearly having to do more of that on Lunatic difficulty here. It kind of naturally happens, I found, on the normal difficulty. Like, I didn't have to go just farm resources a bunch.
Intruders detected. Please remove them from the premises.
But, you know, you clear a section, you end up going back to the shelter just to get your heals back. And then you have a bunch of stuff to upgrade with. Whoa. So if you get grabbed by enemies, you can hack your way out of it like this, which is cool.
Wow, amazing.
Oh, I should have grabbed the decoy generator.
Shooting to me.
Gotta watch those missiles.
Back off.
You don't really hear them coming very well. Until they're like right on you. The gray triangle squares prevent you from hacking, like you can't go through them. They basically make it harder to hack.
I owe you. Nope.
Photon laser on the ground there. All right, so now we're gonna get the second wave.
Look out for its targeting sensor. Overdrive protocol.
Let's do overdrive.
initiated.
All right, we're doing pretty good here. Crit this guy. I'm gonna grab this shockwave and this node. Actually, I'm gonna keep the node I have.
Leave the shooting to me.
Shoot now! Move, you!
Hack. Shockwave. Oh. Okay. Get rid of those antennas.
I owe you.
Look out!
Stasis snap. I'm gonna keep the riot blaster. Just blast him a little bit.
Now it's my turn.
We should be good here. Critical. This will get him. What? I think because he was like mid-climbing or something. Alright, there we go.
Take this!
Blast in the head. Oh, jackhammer.
Here's some serious power. Just don't miss.
Just don't miss. Okay, finally got that one.
2 more to go.
We can do this, Hugh.
Having fun?
Yeah.
So what's next after work finishes on New York?
Well, I've been thinking maybe something with a bit more history. How about something Japanese? Isn't that where you're from?
What about something in the Kigumi style? Like you'd see with the temples in Nara. They're made entirely from wood, but can supposedly stand over 1,000 years.
Nothing but wood. Huh. Just thinking about it. Wow.
You'd need wooden samples at least 100 years old for something that strong.
Huh. A worthy challenge. But with lunar filament, everything is possible. Everything.
They're talking about what they want to print now that they've printed New York City. Subnautica tomorrow? No, I can't stream tomorrow, unfortunately. But we'll get back to it next weekend. Pure Lunum?
What a lucky find!
I think we might call it there, guys. I don't want to necessarily spoil the next boss for you because, like I said, the game's not that long. So there's not that many bosses. And we already went through one of them.
Nice work.
They get cooler and cooler. The first boss is kind of like not that cool compared to the next one. So I don't really want to spoil it for you. And I also have to get going pretty soon here. But I think that was a pretty good sample of what the game's like. That was my goal, to kind of show you guys a little bit of it, give you a taste of it. Like I said, I think it's really good. For me, it's like a 9 out of 10.
Somebody left their dice
It kept getting better and better as it went, both gameplay and story. I know we didn't see too much more of the story here, but that's kind of good because I don't want to spoil what happens. You do learn about like where Diana came from, what the point of her is, and yeah, there's quite a bit more there I don't want to spoil, but I think we'll call it there. All right, guys, thanks for being here. Hope you enjoyed taking a look at Pragmata. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the weekend. Always fun to hang out with you guys on stream and see everybody in chat. Yeah, Diana is really adorable, and she just gets more adorable as it goes. Yeah, if you pick up the game, I hope you enjoy it. If $60 is a little bit steep, I think it's a great deal at like 40 or 50. So, highly recommend. I definitely enjoyed it. Great game. I'll have a video coming out for tips for it soon. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good week. I will see you on stream next weekend or on the Discord server. And take care. All right. See you guys.